Hello, EverydayPsychology here, and today I'm going to make a book review of the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. So, first of all, I want to tell you that I've read the book just before 2 days and it's amazing. It really changed me, and it also changed the way I'm looking at the world and people. Let's begin with the first habit. Be proactive. So there are two kinds of people, reactive and proactive. The reactive people are the ones who are focused on things that they can't change, such as the weather, and they don't win anything out of it. Instead, the proactive people are the ones who are focused on things that they can change, such as using their time or their actions. If we sum it goes that reactive people are the ones who complain about things and do nothing about it. Proactive people are the ones who don't complain but do the things. Now we are at the second habit. It's begin with the end in mind. I've explained it better with the situation that Stephen Covey gave as an example. Think like you are at a funeral and think of what people will say about you. Will they say you are a good man? Will they say you are helping people and you behave good? What will they say? So that habit learns you to think first of the result you want, so then about how you are going to do it. Also, something that is mentioned is to create a personal mission statement that can help you follow your goals. Personal mission statement could be to be a teacher and to be known for inspiring my students to be more than they thought they could be. And actually, that one is Oprah Winfrey's personal mission statement. Now, the third habit is put first things first. The one habit is a bit more confusing, so I'll try to explain it as simple as I can now. Basically, there are things that are urgent and things that are important. You should focus on the things that are important, because probably you are from the people that spend more time on things that aren't actually important for them. For an example, you probably spend more time on entertainment things than working out, having a nice long chat with family and friends, and things that are way more important than having only fun. The first three habits are giving the foundation of the next three. So, fourth habit is think win-win. It's said that there are 6 types of thinking. The first two are lose-win or win-lose. People who are thinking like that think that if they win, the other loses, or the opposite. People who have mentality like that think that if they have the best car in the area, the other people shouldn't have car. The next is lose-lose thinking. As an example, I'll give Steven's example with a family who had to divorce. The judge judged that all the stuff they have since married should be splitted for them both. The man had a nice expensive car, but because of his thinking, he sold it for $15 and gave her $25. Because of his lose-lose thinking, he sold expensive car for extremely small amount of money and they both lost. Lose-lose is the word, so make sure you stay really far of it. The other mentalities, which could be great in most of the cases, is win and no deal. It's basically winning without being interested in what the other is getting, and no deal is most preferable of the ones given us by now. It says that if not the both or more individuals in a discuss or something like that don't agree with the terms, there is not a deal. And the last is the best, win-win. It's a situation that both or more sides are winning. For an example, if I buy a gym equipment from a local store, the both sides are winning. I win because I have equipment that I can train with and increase my health, and the local store is winning because of the money they earn. So start searching for win-win relationships and you'll benefit a lot and people around you. The fifth habit is seek first to understand, then to be understood. The author gives very interesting situation where son talks to his dad and then the dad goes to his friend for an advice. He says that he can't understand his son because he isn't listening to him. Then his friend says, let me rephrase that. You don't understand your son because he isn't listening to you. I thought you should listen to the person so you can understand. This is a very common thing that happens almost every day. We are seeing the things only from our eyes, but what if we try from other people's eyes? Becoming effective, you need to learn and master seeing the things from other people's perspective. Either you never manage to have great success. The author Stephen Covey says there are 5 levels of listening. First one is ignoring. It's rude and pointless. Second one is pretending. It's when someone is just replying with only short sounds such as yeah, and etc. Third one is selective hearing. It means you hear only the things you want to, so you understand the person but only a part. Fourth is attentive listening, and it's not necessarily to understand, it's more to understand the feelings of the chat or the speech. And the fifth is empathic listening, and it's very rarely used, but it's the right one. It's kind of listening that you are really trying to understand the person and you really want to know what the problem is or etc. We give them all of our attention and we are trying to get in their way of thinking. And here's a little tip. Diagnose before you prescribe. Make sure you have understood the situation before giving advice. Sixth habit is Synergize. It's hard to be understood, but basically it means that individual parts are weaker than if they are summed. Let me give you an example from Bulgarian history. An old rower caught his son just before he died. He took a couple of arrows and gave them a chance to break them, but they couldn't because there were too many. Then he gave them the same arrows, but one by one, and they broke them all. Also, we can think of our body. Individually, the heart, the brain, and other parts of the body aren't effective, but all in one, they keep you alive. You should synergize all of the habits, and your life quality will skyrocket. And now, the seventh habit is sharpen the saw. Stephen Covey has given a very good situation that describes the habit very good. The situation is with a guy cutting a tree with very dull saw. It could take him 6 hours cutting it like that, or 1 hour to sharpen it, and then cut it for 3 hours. In total, 4 hours instead of 6 hours with the dull saw. We hardly apply the same principle in our lives. For an example, we can sharpen our physical saw by working out 3 to 5 days a week and eating healthy, and decrease the chance of getting sick after a time and giving money for medical treatment. You can also sharpen other aspects of your life, spiritual, emotional, and other. I hope you enjoyed the book review and the lessons learned. If you did, you can subscribe so you know when videos like that are coming over. Bye.